Today we enter the Jezreel Valley. We will travel past Sunam and Mount Gilboa, both adding theological meaning to Mary and Joseph's travel to Bethlehem. As we look at today's map, you can see the city of Jezreel, for whom the valley was named, next to the small town of Sunam. I suggest that Mary and Joseph passed their first night either in Sunam or in Jezreel, after what would have been a 13-mile walk. Toward the bottom of the map, you can see Mount Gilboa that comes into view, with Bethshean at the lower right. Bethshean would be the place I suggest that Mary and Joseph rested the second night of their journey, after walking another 13 miles the second day, through the Jezreel Valley. The town of Sunam is also called Sulam. It has been identified with the biblical village of Shunem. This is said to be of the tribe of Issachar, as it says on our map. This is the place where the Philistines camped before Saul's last battle. It's also the town where Abishag, who was King David's concubine, as it says in the book of Kings, lived. More importantly, this is where the noble woman, a noble rich widow actually, gave hospitality to the prophet Elisha that you can read in 2 Kings. According to this book, she showed hospitality. She was open to receive the prophet Elisha. She built a room where he could stay whenever he came through. She was a widow, and she was also childless. But if you read that book of Kings, Elisha prophesies that she will have a son. Later, she does give birth to a son. The book of Kings also relates how, when her son had grown up, he became sick and died. When she goes to Elisha for help, he brings her son back to life. Now we are passing by Mount Gilboa. The meaning of the Hebrew name Gilboa is pretty much bubbling fountains. It's here that Saul, remember he was Israel's first king, led the charge against the Philistines. You can read about that in the book of 1 Samuel. Unfortunately, the battle ends with the king falling on his own sword, and Saul's sons, including Jonathan and Abinadab, are killed in battle. It was King David who hears about the tragedy afterwards and curses the mountains, saying, "Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew or rain upon you, neither fields nor choice fruits, for there the shield of the mighty was cast away, the shield of Saul anointed with oil." Now as we come to the end of the first week of our Advent journey, we've been focused on emptiness, or the openness that we need to be able to receive the Lord. Let's pray and strive to be open to the Lord who is coming, giving him space and welcoming him, just as the widow welcomed Elisha back in Sunem or Sulam. Moreover, let us ask God for the impossible, just as the childless widow did. She was not only blessed with a son, but this son who died was raised from the dead, foreshadowing the great mission of this small child about to be born and carried by Mary. Jesus is the baby king, who, unlike King Saul, who died and lost this battle right here, this baby king raises the curse, or lifts the curse from Mount Gilboa with his passing, sowing hope. He is the star of wonder, ushering in blessing and the light of life. Thank you for joining us again today, following the Star of Wonder. With each step, light is shed on the significance of these many places that we have seen and we have passed through as we travel to Bethlehem this Advent with Mary and Joseph. Please come back tomorrow as we enter into the Jordan Valley and the desert on the second Sunday of Advent. God bless you, and we are praying for you from the Holy Land.